again to another Joe channel. For today's video, I want to show you to a new technique of trading by applying indicators. So this indicator I've been testing for a couple days already, so I see that it's worked pretty well, and I want you to try it out. If this strategy is work for you guys or not. The best thing to do is to try out. You never try, you never know. So that is one of a very simple rule of technique in trading, especially when we are trading on binary option trading. If you are beginners, if you are not good, to check on how to use graph, how to use the candlestick, and how to look into market in overall. Sometimes it's overwhelming with this information, so you can't really avoid to use some specific indicators. So what is the good indicators that can be used and it is profitable? So I as a trader myself, it's been a struggle for a long time looking for the right ingredients and technique to trade and to make money, especially during this pandemic time. Everywhere is difficult, everywhere is a challenge. If this kind of trading can help us, that can be one step away from our difficulty. So I want to share this with you guys, so bear with me. If anything you don't understand, don't hesitate to comment down below and ask me any questions. I will try my best to help in the comment section below. Okay, without further ado, let's have a look into the technique that I will recommend for you to apply it in your trading today. So the technique that I'm gonna use today, I'm gonna use three important factors. So remember this, three important factors. So if these three factors are not meet together, so don't apply any trade. Okay, or whether you are placing on a high or on a low, on a bullish, on a bearish, so you look into these three factors. So the first factor here, we're going to look into our graph. Okay, for the graph to be easy to look, especially for beginners, it's easy to set it into Heikin-Ashi, because Heikin-Ashi, if you don't know what Heikin-Ashi is, so check on the link down below. I have the video talking about Heikin-Ashi graph. So what is Heikin-Ashi graph? So Heikin-Ashi graph actually is a graph that tells us about the trend of the market, like trend reversal, the signs of reversal of trend. It's very easy to see. If you see for example, let me set Heikin-Ashi into green, so that it's match to the theme of the broker here. So green is mean up, so red is mean down. So when you see the green color change, so it means it's an uptrend, and the red color change mean it's a downtrend. So that's pretty simple, pretty easy. So now we see that the red is fall, and then it change to the green, then it's a signs of an uptrend. So that's how we look into the Heikin-Ashi graph. So that's the first factors. And the second factors, we're gonna set indicators. Okay, indicator help us to make a complete image in the trade. So especially this technique is very common for beginners. So I want to, especially for new trader in IQ option or in any kind of binary option trading, so apply this indicators. So I believe that the accuracy percentage will be much more than 50% for sure. Okay, so the second factor is I'm going to use a DeMarker. So DeMarker is talking about the overbought and oversold, during a period of time. So I'm going to set this into 13 period, and overbought is 80% and oversold is 20%. So I want to look into if the sign of the market give us that it's overbought already and it's oversold already. So first we look into our Heikin-Ashi graph above. So the color change, so the trend change. And then we look at the overbought and oversold. So look into this graph right here. So the line right here. So when it is stay on the green top line, it means overbought. So when this graph line touch the green overbought line on the top, so it means that the price going to get reversal pretty soon. So we wait for this line to cross the green back down before we sell. Okay, so the same thing in reversal. If you want to trade up, you wait for this to cross the red line oversold and then come in a straight up line. Okay, so that is a sign here. So when this line cross back up, so it's the signs of a bull. So we're gonna go on high. So that is the second factor, and the third factor is it's also the very important factor as well. We're gonna use MACD line. So we're gonna use MACD. So we're gonna apply MACD. You go into indicator and search for MACD. This is MACD line right here. So MACD line period. So what is the best period to use here? So we're gonna use it 13 as well. So it is matched to our DeMarker. It's pretty okay. So we got these two lines, and how to look into MACD. You know how to look into MACD. First, I don't want you to look into the line crossing each other on the top. I want you to look only the bar line, the bar line below. Okay, so let's take this these two lines, blue and red, out. Okay, let's go into setting, editing. We're gonna set that line, the signal line. We're gonna turn that signal line off right here. We're gonna set that into here. Okay, slide that into zero opacity, and then the MACD line as well. We're gonna turn that off. The blue line off as well. We're gonna turn that into zero opacity right here. So everything will be blank. So you don't see these two lines. I don't want you to get confused. Okay, let's hit on apply. So now you don't see it. So how we trade into MACD? So we look into this small bar line right here. So the small green and red bar line right there, it will stay related to the zero line. What that means, zero line. So it means that when it is below zero, well, it means it's negative. So it means it is a sell sign. It is a down sign. So when it is above the zero, so it means it's positive. So it means that the trend become more positive. They become more and more positive, and they are back. They are calculated into a 13-time period. They find that this candle is a positive candle when it stays above the zero line. Okay, so that's how we look into MACD line. So for example, right here, we can see the graph change to the blue, and we see that the MACD, it's coming to the zero. So it means it's a sign that it's about to cross the zero to be positive. So when the price passes this area, when the price is about to pass this area, so it is more likely to be more into bullish. And we also look into our DeMarker right here. We see that the trend is an up. It's going to about to touch this overbought line. So we know that when it is going to cross up, so it is more profitable to trade up right there as well. So when this line about to cross this overbought line down, so that is a time for reversal. Okay, and now because of the MACD is telling that the price is more likely in the next candle, it's going to be green, and then this line is going to cross the overbought line. So it is about to cross that one. And remember, we also look into this resistance. So we not forget about the graph in general. So if there is a resistance, it might get reversal as well. So this MACD line can change back below the zero. So it's become negative in the next. So we don't know. So we wait for this one to confirm. So I want this one to be green, and then you can go green. But if this one back into red, and then this will cross the blue down, look into DeMarker right here. This is going red now, and then we wait for the DeMarkers to cross back down. So now you can see that the line is kind of like turned back down right here, and then we look into our MACD. It's about to be below 0. So when it's below 0, so it's a sign to go on negative. It's a sign to go on sell. Okay, pretty simple. I hope you can apply this. So let's apply this into our real trade. Today is Saturday. It's today is Sunday. Yeah, today is Sunday. It's the end of the February this month. So I wanted to show it to you right here. So we see that it's a red here. It's more likely into the red zone, and we have the Heikin-Ashi chain into the red color, and it's now coming down after you see that the price of the DeMarker touch the overboard, and they give a sign of a falling, and then we can see that the MACD also below the 0 right there. So it's more likely to get into bearish into the next one, especially after this price touch the resistance line on the top. Okay, we will wait and have a look. To be sure if this technique is useful or not, I want to do with 3 trades with you. Okay, 3 to 4 trades, so that we will learn out, we'll find out if this technique is useful. Okay, the first trade we won. Awesome. We see that it's correct. We got the right prediction, but it seemed like DeMarker in a 13 period is about to go back up high again. But now it's fall, so it's more likely to be more onto the fall. Okay, so the first trade, correct. It's more likely to be more onto the fall. Okay, let's have a look into another one. So the same, the same thing. We'll look into DeMarker, MACD, and then the Heikin-Ashi. Okay, let's go to Great British Japan. This is a complete. Okay, we can see that the MACD is crossing on the top already. MACD on the top of the 0, it's a positive, so it's a sign of an uptrend. And then look into DeMarker, is the line of pointing out, it's an up, so we don't see that it's a sign of down right here. But we look into the MACD is still on the top, so it's not a good sign to go on to sell just yet. But wait for this MACD to cross back about 0 line or below 0 line. Then it will be more secure to trade on a lower, and wait for the Heikin-Ashi to change into red color. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. So I really want to hear your feedback, after using this, after apply this strategy in your trade. I want to hear it from you guys. So please give me comment down below. I wanted to know your feedback. How many percentage of your profit by applying this technique. Okay, let's find more currency here. It's a New Zealand USD. Okay, it's changing back to green. We look into this also touch, this line right there. So I want MACD to come close to 0. We wait for the next candle. Okay, this candle is not an actual reversal just yet. So we wait for the next candle. Maybe 2 more candle, to get into a perfect position that you can go on to bull high. You want to trade on high. And Heikin-Ashi already green. That's good. So 1 point. And then look at MACD. MACD is not, so wait for the MACD. And then DeMarker. So DeMarker is another point. So you got DeMarker is a 3rd point, So look into this both, so these two very important. We see that this is not bull yet, it's fall back again. So that's why we are looking into both strategy, both three indicators to get together to make sure that to minimize the risk. Okay, it got some to resistance down there, so let's wait for this to fall and wait for the MACD to fall down as well, below zero, the best. So this one is not, so wait for that. This is not, this one is, is coming a long way below zero already, is much more onto the fall, it's pretty sure. So I'm gonna do only 4 trade to 3 trade, to find out if technique is work or not. If we got into like 60% or 70% more accuracy, so it's a good technique. Why not? Why not try? Why not use it? Okay, so MACD is coming close to zero now. So let's wait for that one. Okay, let's look into a different currency. Why not? We go into India. It's a USD with India. So it's a huge green right there, but we are late to the party. The green is like huge on the top, and then it's come to hit this reversal. The best thing if we are, catch up the trend should be this first green, and then we are going into this one onto the bull. But maybe this one's still bull as well. Because the trend is really awesome. You look into the DeMarker right here. Look into the MACD. The MACD is really pretty nice, positive. They stay very top of the zero line. Also a good signs of a bull. They stay up very high on that one. So this is fall back again. Okay, we wait this one to fall, change to the color of the red, and then waiting for this MACD to fall down below zero, maybe about zero. Maybe they stay like the same, zero at zero, so we can trade it at zero. And then the DeMarker should be below overboard. They should stay below overboard, not above. Okay, so it's not safe to trade above. When this is above and you want to go fall, so it's not safe for that one. It should like more onto a bull. Okay, let's check more here. So okay, the MACD almost come to zero. It's a sign of the green, it's a bullish. But now we see this come back into red one. Let me draw some support line below there, so we can see that it's come close to that support line. Only one last thing I wanted to wait is I want to wait for the MACD. I want to wait for the price of this to stay at zero or below or above zero before I go on onto bullish. So now it stay like still below zero, so I want it to stay like at zero or above. So this should reject from this one. If they're not reject, so they are falling down more, then it's a sign of the fall. Right there, look at our DeMarker right here. So DeMarker is about to touch this oversold, so it's gonna get a reversal pretty soon. So wait for that one. Okay, this one already break that, and it's extremely going up high. Awesome. So it's oversold. It's about to cross oversold. So look at our DeMarker first. DeMarker is about to cross, so that's a good sign. And then MACD also about to come to zero. That's a good sign. And then Heikin-Ashi already changed into green. That is the last best sign. Okay, after this one, I am pretty sure I'm gonna go on bull after this one. But I want this one to keep on green. Okay, let's wait for that. So now it's red, but the MACD almost. Okay, almost, guys, be patient. in the trade is patience is the king. Patience is the key to success. Be patient. So this is going to be green for absolutely. Yes, we're going green onto the next candle. Okay, this one about to cross the oversold. Yes, we're gonna go on bull into the next one, guys. Let's wait. Actually, today is OTC market, you know, profit quite high, and the market, if it is productive or not, so we'll find out, you know, in our 4 trade. Okay, I'm gonna go on bull, count bull on top right there, because the MACD already crossed the 0 line and is there on the top of 0, so it's really positive. And then our DeMarker is already crossed the oversold back into a very high on that, so I go onto bull. This will be the second trade for today. Look pretty good. Awesome. So we got 2 trade, you know, correct in the line straight, you know, 2 trade correct. Pretty awesome. Now it's come very high on the top, so it's mean that the uptrend is really strong. It's getting very, you know, maybe can get even more aggressive into an uptrend. Sometimes if you go in late, you can also miss the opportunity. But I went on this one, so it was a nice one. Okay, let's look into this one. This is about to reversal. Very soon we look into our Heikin-Ashi is about to change, but our MACD is still too high. Still too high. Okay. Our MACD is still too high. I want the MACD to come very close to 0. Stay close to 0 is the best. You know, still too high is too risky. Okay, let's look into this one as well. And this one, it's below 0 now. Okay, this one is quite also one of the best as well, because it's very good on the downtrend. We coming back down right here. We'll look into that support line, because it's really important to look into the support line. Sometimes it's come touch to the support line and it may get a reversal, but if the price is still stay above the support line, it's still possible to go on to sell into the next one. Okay, let's wait for this one. I wanted to stay around this area, then we can sell onto this next. Okay, it's come close and touch this support line, so it's not safe to go on sell. Okay, not safe. It's touch, it's break or not. Okay, so it can be more sell. So the best way I can be maybe around there. Can be more sell. Okay, let's go sell. Because the trend is really strong. I look into this MACD. The MACD come cross this one and then come to this one, also below 0. But this one almost oversold. That pretty risky as well, guys. So just this is one of the risky one as well, because it's too close to oversold. The reason I go, because I see that the sell is pretty strong, so I still hope that it may getting even lower, but because it is almost oversold, so it's pretty risky trade right here. Let's see, this is the 3rd trade. Awesome. I just get pretty close to losing 3 trades, so I win 3 trade already, like consistent in 3 trade. Wow, it's pretty awesome. So we got 3 trades in a row. Okay, so now the resistance and support start to push back up and pretty close to oversold, so it's not secure anymore to go on to sell. Okay, because when it's come close to oversold, it's going to get a reversal pretty soon. Okay, remember this. Okay, this one is getting good now. We look into our MACD. So the MACD come very close to 0, and then the DeMarker it's about to cross the green line. So so now for me, I just advise that just wait for this to cross the green line. So once this cross that green line, so it's on the safe land, safe island already. So you got into the safe island, and then you go on to below. Because this can reject, get up even higher. We don't know, that's why we wait for the our MACD to come close to 0. Now the MACD gives the signs of reversal. It's pretty good, but we're waiting for DeMarker because we want DeMarker to stay below overbought. Okay, cross below overbought, and then we can go on low. That is the last one. So I really sure that after this candle, so we will get into the bearish. I'm pretty sure about this one. Okay, so wait for that, be patient. After this one, this should be below. Okay, this is the 4th trade. Okay, we'll find out how many percentage that I will, if 4 trade and we win 3, we lost 1, so that's still in a good position to go. But if 4 trade 1, we win all the 4 trade, so that is the great signs to use this technique. Okay, let's find out, because we got everything right. We got every signal tell us that it's right. So let's wait for that one. Awesome. Wow. Awesome, guys. So for today we got 4 trade, and all 4 trade are correct. So what else, guys? There's nothing to lose, so just try out, if it's work for you or not, but make sure that you have this 3 things right. Okay, right at the start. You can't be late. If you go in late, you are late into the party. So when you are late into the party, the trend getting reversal, and then you come in late, and then it's continue with the trend, and then you might lose into the next one. So that's it, guys, for today. I really want you to earn easy money from home. So I want you to be patient and learn. All the technique, all the indicators are working, but it's about mastery of the patient, like being patiently wait, because this technique, believe me, it's work. So I've been testing it out for a couple days now. Even today, there's no cuts in the videos. All this look legit. Okay, so this is my real account. I have nothing to lose to tell you all of these things, because the only thing I want is I want you to be a successful trader. So successful trader take time and be patient. Okay, that's it for today. If you find out that this video is helpful and is help you to be success in the trade, especially for beginners, please don't forget to share this video to your friends, and don't forget to give the thumb up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit subscribe down below, because this will help me a lot for me to make more and more videos for you guys. So that's it. Cheer up. Have a good one. Bye bye.